Hi guys, welcome back. So we're going to continue our discussion on the Leelazero versus Stockfish match. So this is game 61 in the recently concluded TCEC Superfinal. Which Stockfish won 52-48 or 52 and a half, 47 and a half. I can't remember. So they played 100 games and this was game 61 where Leelazero beat Stockfish in a really beautiful game. Alright, so let's start with the game. So d4, knight f6, c4, c5, d5, e5, knight c3, d6, e4. Knight f3, okay, knight f3. So this structure here, I don't know what is it called, but so the way that the tournament works is that both engines will play the same opening. Once as white and once as black. So this was one of the openings that was stipulated that they play. And it's really interesting to see how they play this position. So Leelazero won as white when he played white here, and of course Stockfish also won as white when he played white here. So I'll be showing you the game where Stockfish won as well in the next video, or in another video. So here, this actually gives white a big space advantage, alright, because of the d5 pawn. This one here. Sorry, he didn't take, alright. So if this one was here, the position would be roughly the same in space. But since the pawn's on d5, it gives white an additional amount of space here. Alright. And the way that Leelazero played here was a little bit different from what I've seen. He didn't actually castle the king. So we'll see what happens, alright. So g6 was played, g3, bishop g7, and I thought he would play bishop g2 here. This looks very natural. You know, you play g3 to put the bishop here, but instead he went h3 instead. So this really confused me. So knight g8, and this move also confused me even more. Right? I have no idea what they're trying to do here. So sometimes the engines go really haywire. So knight g8, I mean, this is a move that undevelops a piece, and basically brings your piece that's controlling the center all the way back home. So it's a move that I don't really understand so much. I think the reason was because he wanted to reroute the knight to e7. Okay, but I'm not sure whether spending 2 tempos or 2 moves on that justifies the outcome. So bishop e2 was played. Here, h4. With the knight on e7, it's easier to get h5 in because the knight on f6 actually can take on h5. But now with the knight on e7, is no longer influencing this square on h5. So h5 was played to knight f6 was played, knight g2, knight h2. Sorry, idea is to play h5. Excuse me. So here, black went h5 to block this idea. Okay, and now knight f3. He comes back to put the knight on g5. Castling, knight g5, knight e8, and this position, a4 is played. Yep, rook b8. Okay. So if you look at the quote today, it says he knows what he wants to do on the chessboard. So this quote or this saying was said by the American world champion Bobby Fischer many years ago. He said these words when he was describing some US GM, the way that this US GM played. So this US GM who was playing a few years back, or many years back, called Ken Rogoff. He's now an economist in the US. And when looking at the games that Rogoff played, Fischer basically said, I like the way that Ken plays the game. He knows what he wants to do on the chessboard. So I'm not going to pretend that I know what Fischer meant exactly when he said that, but I'm going to try and give an idea of what I understand about that saying. So in this position, for now, White's king is still in the center, and he could possibly be quite safe here because the center is quite closed. Alright, it's quite closed. It's very blocked, closed or blocked. So he thinks that, okay, I want to try to attack on this side of the board. I want to try to get at the black king. So he knows that he should be attacking on this side, on the green side of the board. He knows that he should be attacking on that side, which is the king side. So he went g4 here, trying to break open, trying to blast open the king side. So takes. And now knight f6, attacking the queen, queen h3, knight h5. Okay, and in this position, how do you break the position again? So the way you want to break is by playing h5 here. Right? You want to play h5 to break the position again, to open up the king side. The problem now is that the knight is blocking it. So in this position, he plays knight e2 to play knight g3. so they can challenge this knight and open up the position. So knight e2 was played, queen c7, and then knight g3. And here Leelazero faced the move queen c8, trying to offer the trade of queens. And of course, since white wants to attack the black king, white declines the trade of queens because the queen is your most powerful piece. So you want to try to retain it to attack. And now queen g4 is played. And in this position, given that I know that Leelazero, or I feel that Leelazero wants to attack the king side, because all the moves that he has played so far, it shows an intent of opening up the king side. It shows that it wants to play on that side of the board. So in this position, we have 4 pieces on the king side. We have this bishop, which is looking at the king side. I mean, it's basically facing the direction. The only piece that's not doing anything on the king side is this rook. Alright, so in this position, Leelazero decides, okay, I want to bring the rook to this side to attack on the king side, or to at least have some influence there. So what's the fastest way to get to the king side? Yep, he played rook a3 here. This is the move that Leelazero played. A computer or an engine or AI that plays stronger than any human. Right? But this is how I try to understand why he plays what he plays. And the reason I think it's important to try to understand is because there's no way that humans, or there's no way that I can think exactly like a computer. I can't like calculate millions or billions of lines. I can't like calculate few 100,000 variations in a matter of seconds. But I can try and understand why he makes the moves that he makes. And hopefully, or this is what I'm hoping, by understanding what he's trying to do, this will give me some insight into how to play, or when I get similar positions. So here f6 was played, attacking the knight, and now he jumps into the outpost. I didn't really understand that move. So here knight takes, and here I like the move that Leelazero played. Sorry, Leelazero played here. So of course he can take with the rook, alright? This is decent, but he lose this pawn. So he went f3 here. It's a nice in-between move, attacking the queen, defending the pawn, and after queen h5 and takes, now we have an open file towards this black pawn. Yep, and now he went rook f7, you know, because I want to eat the rook, so rook f7. Alright, and this position, the move that he played was queen g2, okay, a6, trying to play b5, trying to gain some counterplay on this side of the board, and now we see a good idea of rook b3, a good idea of rook a3, to play rook b3 to stop b5. Alright, and in this position he went b6. Alright, and here, this is where I really like the way Leelazero thinks. So if you look at the position, white is still probably trying to attack this side. Right, most of his forces, I mean, this knight is on the king side. It puts a lot of pressure on the black position. And the drawback in white's position is that probably his king is not really safe. Alright, so what does white want to do here? If let's say I can get my king to safety, I put him in a safe place, and then I break the king side open, then I would have a very fun time with white. I'm basically the guy who's playing for to attack the gold. The good thing is that this queen is also sort of out of play, right? It cannot really come to this side very, very fast. So actually I feel that the white king will be quite safe on b1 or c2. Or these squares here. It'll be very safe there, because the black queen is far away. So that would explain the move king d1 here. Leelazero just wants to put his king to safety, and then try and do something on the king side. So f5 was played, king c2, king h8, and now bishop g5, bringing the bishop into the game. And now we have 4 pieces on this side, and my king is quite safe here. In the position, he played the knight g8, bishop d8, attacking the pawn, rook d7 was played, and now bishop c7, and then he won a pawn. So just like that, white won a pawn, and after knight f6, rook g8, rook g1 attacking this pawn, queen h6, and now a5. Just solidifying his bishop and ensuring that it's very hard for black to make use of this file to attack the white king. So here knight h5 was played, and I think here is already winning. You just take, and here white was just 2 pawns up, and he won a very beautiful game. I mean, a normal human would probably just take or play the rook away to g4. I would probably play rook g4 here. But Leelazero went for h5. I like this move a lot. In the game he didn't take, but if he takes and play something like King G8, let's say, you can play Rook F3, for example. And in this position, the rooks can't really move so easily. And the one plan that white has is B4, King C3, B4, takes, C5 to make a pass pawn. So I give you an example. Let's say King H8, you play this, you play B4, takes King B3, and now you want to play C5, right? So let's say he plays King G8, you take, he plays this. If he plays this, you can push, and then you can fork the two rooks, right? You can win the one of the rooks back. So probably something like Rook E7, let's say, you play C5 anyway, he takes, and then you can play King takes, and now I guess let's say Rook D7, you go D6, Rook here, and your king just comes in, right? It's like you have all these pieces fighting against, fighting against the two rooks, and this pawn is also very strong. So this is just a sample line of what could happen. He didn't take, he played Rook F7 instead, and now Knight D8 came, and in this position, well, Rook B6, he's a pawn up, he's going to win another pawn, and Stockfish resigned a few moves later, so I'll just show you the rest of the game without much commentary. But okay, and then resign here. For example, Rook C4, you can even just push on D6. I think this is probably enough. Rook D4, Rook C6 looks natural. This is the best move, but I think Rook C6 is just more natural to me, threatening to take the pawn. And yeah, so this was a very nice game. Leelazero knew what he wanted to do. First, he tried to break open the Kingside, but Stockfish defended well. And then I like the move, especially like the move King D1 and King C2, putting the king to safety. And yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you guys felt that you learned something, please subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.